Gagging. Thank you, Sasha. On the bill.
Before Richard's gonna, he is the last one to go, but Alex has to say a few words before.
Yeah. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having all of us here. I mean, there are people from all the way from China to Cape Town and everywhere, and it's incredible how many diverse groups and diverse people you bring together. But second, I would like to tell like a little story. So yesterday when I just arrived, I went to have lunch and I started talking to Richard, and we started talking about my country, where I'm originally from, is Russia. And what we were talking about was, a lot of things that are happening in Russia are not really, really good. And Richard started to kind of brainstorming ideas about what we can do to kind of improve the situation. And, I kind of thought about that conversation for a while. And what I realized is, first thing as an entrepreneur, first thing that came to Richard's mind is, wow, here's a horrible situation happening in the country. What can I do to improve the situation in the lives of people? And I thought of that for a while, and I thought, wow, when you look at business, perhaps you don't look at it as a way to make money, but you look at it as a way to improve lives of people. And I thought of that as a really, really powerful kind of mantra. And I think a lot of your success that you had maybe was kind of starting with that mission in mind. So thank you for that. And two, I kind of actually brought a little present. In my company, we have what we call a thank you department. So we made a little present for you. So if you can come over here, I'll give it to you. I mean, Bill saw what it is. So
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
yeah. So hold on.
It's very original. And you can see it. I know you get to show it to everybody.
Thank you very much. Let me open that. So
That's the best part of a present opening.
Exactly.
You can't open my present.
Be careful. Be careful.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah.
right, you open it.
It'll be a little bit fragile.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I haven't seen
Wait,
one of
so-
those for a
so-
long time.
Nate, actually, maybe you could tell the story later, Richard, of what the origin of that album.
Wow. Oh my God. That is incredible.
Someone made a little.
Incredible. That is incredible. No wonder you wanted to be gentle with it. That is absolutely and utterly gorgeous. Oh my God, look at that. Just seeing
So what it is basically the very first Virgin record that put kind of Richard into business. And what we have a thank you department in my company is we thank
Wow.
some of our biggest customers. We try to come up with very creative gifts for them. And so
that is the best.
oh.
If you guys take a look at it, you'll see a really cool cut.
I hate to embarrass him, but
All right.
anyway, that's quite the nicest present I've ever been given. I mean, really beautiful. So thank you. I'm so glad you opened it. Anyway, no, thank you. My God, it's lovely. Really, seriously. Anyway, a lot of memories. We wouldn't all be standing here. We wouldn't all be here today if it wasn't for that album. So, no, it was great. Yes, so just say, thank you, Bill. Thank you, Susie, once again. Susie always likes to bring lots of guys, and Bill always likes to bring lots of girls. I don't know why Bill lost out this time.
Because Susie has veto rights on the list.
No, that's not good enough. But in future, it's got to be 50-50. I mean, I must admit,
That was your department.
each of the girls here are worth five normal girls. They are absolutely delightful, but it's still you've got to have to even things
All
out
right.
next time.
Message absorbed.
All right.
I'm working on it. The next one.
Otherwise, that's it. Anyway, it's been a delight meeting you all. We're only halfway through the holiday, or the tax write-off conference. So anyway, we'll save the speeches for the last day. But so far, it's been pretty damn good, hasn't it? Thank you. And thank you. What a
The
wonderful
tubular
present.
bells might be a good story for people because I don't think most people know that story.
It's a long time ago. It was quite frightening. Joan told me today that this Saturday's our 39th anniversary since we met, and so that's a long time. And this was, I think this actually came just before I met Joan, so 40 odd years ago. So so I was 18 years old, 17 years old, and this young lad who was 15 made a tape, and it was somebody played it to me. It was just the most beautiful, haunting There I don't know whether you got the music. Oh no, you can't. Look at what you done to the bloody record! How could you do this? Anyway, I was going to play it.
Don't kick him out.
Just beautiful piece of music. And he played every single instrument himself. And there were about 30 different instruments on the album. And it was just one stretch of music, 29 minutes each side. And we didn't have a record label, but I went around to every other record label trying to get them to release it. They all said it wouldn't sell unless it had vocals on it. And so we decided to form a record company just to put this piece of music out. And that's what we did. And I think I'm reasonably good at marketing. I believed 100% in it. I went around, met the Rolling Stones, got Mick Taylor to come and play with Mike, and then Stevie Winwood from Traffic, and various other people. We put a big concert on in London, it became the biggest selling album that year. Dark Side of the Moon and Tubular Bells were vied for top place for non-stop for 3 years. And then we managed to get the music in The Exorcist, which was sort of completely the opposite feel to the music, but The Exorcist did really well, and so it sold around the world. And we used it as the base to then start a record label. The Sex Pistols were completely different. One of our next signings, and that was tremendous fun, and really put Virgin on the map. They were outrageous, exciting. They were sort of like a young version of the Rolling Stones at the time. We were prosecuted for the name of their album, Never Mind the Bollocks, against the Sex Pistols, because the police thought it meant balls. And we managed to find a linguistics expert who went to the court and said it had nothing to do with the word balls. And this linguistics expert happened to be a priest, so he was in the court with his dog collar on. And he said the word bollocks was a nickname given to priests in the 18th century. And the album should be Never Mind the Priests, Here's the Sex Pistols, Never Mind the Rubbish They Spoke, Here's the Sex Pistols. And the court fell about laughing, and the judge found us not guilty, so very lucky. And then the label went on to become, we signed, because of moves like that, just taking risks. The Rolling Stones signed, and Genesis, and Peter Gabriel, and lots of great bands signed up, so exciting. And on Necker Island, Barley High was built on the royalties from Boy George and Culture Club. Barley Low was built from Peter Gabriel. Anyway, different parts of the island got built as we had successes with different artists. So, and most of the artists have been here over the years. We've had Annie Lennox playing on the piano here. Peter Gabriel, lots of wonderful artists playing. So anyway, thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Great.
So I think that kind of concludes what we're going to do. Dinner's at 8 o'clock, so we have cocktail hour now.
Cocktail hour. Continuing.
Wait, can I say something?
Yes.
Oh, sorry? No, I was going to say.